What's up, guys? This is Josh from MMOHotspot.com, and today we're going to be going over Eden Eternal. Eden Eternal is a 3D MMORPG that has an anime style to it. So basically we're going to start off by going over the character customization here a little bit. So you can see here we can choose between male or female for the human race, and they have a few options here that you can change your different faces, which basically just changes the eyes. You can have different hairstyles. You have about 11 hairstyles you can choose. You can choose the different hair colors, your skin color, and your eye color. So once you pick something you like, then you can go ahead and hit next. They do offer some character or some class previews here, which you can just see what your class will look like, or your character will look like, with like some really cool armor from a different class. You can also turn on helmet here so you can see what your character will look like when they have specific helmets on. They also, the second race that they offer is the Zumi here, and basically it's like a little mouse or something like that. And this character or this race has less customization than the humans, so you only basically have 5 different faces you can choose from. You can change the color of their skin and then the color of their eyes. So there's not too much here, and same thing, you can see what they look like with different class armors on and stuff like that. So when you hit next, it goes ahead and it puts basically some default armor on you at that point. And you can select your class here. So when you start off the game, they only offer warrior and mage. So these are the only 2 classes you can select right off the beginning of the game. However, as you progress through the game, you actually do unlock more classes. And what's cool about this game is as you unlock those classes, you can actually choose them and play them. So you can play different classes and switch them freely as you progress through the game, which is really cool. So you're not stuck with whatever you pick off the beginning. If you do pick warrior off the beginning, you can still play a mage. It's a pretty cool system they have here. They also offer this heroic trait here, which basically just gives you some bonus. If you do plan on switching classes often, I would go something with some more generic heroic trait, which would be like HP and MP, which is called leadership. That's what I would recommend to go if you're going to be switching classes a lot. If you know that you're only going to be doing like melee classes with melee DPS, I would go ahead and go with something maybe like strength or something like that. That way, if you know for sure that you're going to be doing melee DPS or tanking or something like that, that way it can help with your strength bonus. So that's a little bit about the character customization. I'm going to go ahead and cut so you guys can see a little bit about the interface and gameplay. Alright, so we're in game now, so I'm going to go over the interface real quickly. Basically at the top left you can see, as usual in every game, MMORPG game, you have your character icon with HP, MP. This first level here is your actual character level, the second level is your actual class level. So as I had mentioned before, you can choose different classes. If you press K on your keyboard, for example, and go to class roster, this is where you can actually choose between all your different classes here, and it will tell you their levels, and then you can click transform, and it'll turn you into that class. They each have their own levels, so that's why up here it has your class level. Down at the bottom, down here, it will show your character experience and then your class experience. So your class experience will go up a lot faster than your actual character experience, so you'll be able to max out your class levels much faster. So basically, your class level can only go up to your character level. So for example, my class level right now can only go up to 15 because I'm only level 15. So, and that's for each class, and like as I mentioned, each class levels separately. Down here at the bottom is your skill bar, just like any other game. You can put your skills on here, and you've got 1 through 0 at the top, or you can have C 1 through 0, which is just control Control 1 will allow you to use those skills. At the bottom right, which might be a little hard for you guys to see, but it does offer all of the menu options that you can just click over here and it'll bring up the different menu options. It also lists the shortcut key as well that you can bring those up. The top right here is a mini map. It's a little confusing to understand, and it's really cluttered with icons, so it can be a bit hard to see what's going on. But I mean, mostly it's just to help see little question marks and stuff for quests, and it shows you your actual coordinations as well, which is helpful. Right underneath that is your basically your quest mini log. This is where you'll be doing all your auto route systems. If you do click on one of these, it will bring up your quest log here, and if you hit the go button here, it'll actually run you and auto route you to the area where you need to defeat these forest giants. And it's really cool, and it helps quests a lot faster, because if you actually read the text here, it doesn't really give you very much information on where you can find them, so it's a little hard to figure out what you need to do without the auto route system here. Make sure you have used Portal Stone unchecked, because if you check it, then you're going to get this system error that's going to say, you know, you have to have the item mall item to be able to warp there or something like that, so it won't run you there. So make sure you uncheck the use Portal Stone, and then it will run you there. Under here is the new milestones. I'm not sure if you can actually disable this or not, but it does get really annoying. Every time your character levels up, it pops up with a little square. Every time your class levels up, it pops up with a little square. And pretty much any time you unlock anything, it'll start listing a bunch of stuff here, and it's really annoying when you have a lot of quests and your quest log basically goes over it and stuff like that. I mean, you can move your quest log freely wherever you want, but it's just a bit annoying having those pop up every single time you level. So I'm not sure if you can disable it. You might be able to in the options or something like that. But that's basically a little bit of the interface, and I'll go ahead and cut now and show you guys some of the gameplay with the different types of classes. Alright, so now we're basically in an area where we can fight some mobs, or some monsters here. And the first class I'm going to show you guys is called the Thief. And this is basically a melee DPS class. It does have options where it can go stealth and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So basically, you can just click on your target here. If you left click on it, it'll actually bring up its little menu, which will show its HP and MP, its little icon, and it'll tell you what it is, and its star ranking. And I'm guessing the star ranking here is by how hard the monster is. So it kind of gives you an idea, and you have the actual monster level there. So you can go ahead and initiate an attack by either right clicking and it'll start combat, or you can use a skill, press a number on your keyboard, and it'll start attacking. So this is a little bit of what the combat looks like. It's pretty simple. The fights are pretty easy until you get to dungeons, because you are pretty strong compared to a lot of these monsters. But the skill animations and stuff are really cool for the different abilities on some of these classes, which is really cool. There are plenty of skills as well that offer to where you can hit multiple targets without having to select them. So just like AoE abilities, that way you can hit multiple targets. So as I mentioned before, if you press K on your keyboard and go to class roster, it'll actually allow you to switch and change classes here. So we're going to select Hunter here, and we're going to hit transform. And you see it transforming, it says switch class as Hunter. So now we're playing as a Hunter. One thing we do need to do is switch our weapons here. So you do need to have gear sets for each of these classes. That way you can use the different weapons for the required classes. So I'm going to go ahead and summon my pet here for Hunter, because they have a pet. And the Hunter here is just a ranged DPS. So you can just go ahead and start again with the different abilities, and your pet will auto attack. So it gives a lot of extra DPS there, having that pet. And you can see here this little magic dog. You can also choose a battle dog. And basically what that does is, man, I'm about to die here. If you press sit, or I'm in combat, I guess, with this monster over here. I guess I'll just use the potion and help him out. But basically, what the magic dog or battle dog does is he basically. So this, I guess, this is what it looks like when you die. That monster must have been really strong, so that's not good. So if you hit revive, it'll basically revive you wherever you right-clicked on this Soul Guardian and then linked your soul. So each time you go to a new area, you wanna click on the Soul Guardian here, so you can basically be linked to this, so you don't spawn like right where you started the game or something like that. So back to the magic dog here. He basically, I think later when you get higher level, he'll actually help you fight. But for now, all he does is just pick up items, which is really nice because if an item drops in your range class, he'll just run up there and grab it for you, so you don't even have to do it. Also, if you just click basically your sit skill, it'll allow you to regenerate mana and HP much quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and show you basically just one more class real quick before we run out of time here. I'll go ahead and transform into a cleric here, and again I'll equip my staff that I have here. And basically with the cleric is just like a healing type class. They do have some abilities that can attack as well. So it's just a caster class. It's kind of like a mage, but it heals. It's like, I guess, more like a priest or some sort of class like that. So as you can see, that giant tornado type move actually hits multiple classes. So that way you can attack a bunch of classes at one time. And it does offer, like I said, a cure spell, which you can cure yourself or other players, so it'll heal you for a certain amount. And it has this life cure, which basically stacks on yourself, and it'll heal you. Basically, it heals over time. So at 5 stack, it's healing me at 80, basically 80 HP every second. So it's good to keep that stacked on people, especially when you're healing. On the right hand side here, like I was telling you, every time you upgrade your character, it pops up these little level up things. They can be a bit annoying again, but if you click on them, you do have to click on them in order to get them to go away, and it will open the menus every time you click on them. So you just have to exit out the menus unless you find a way to disable it, which there might be an option for it. You can also, in your class, basically your class menu here, if you hit K on your keyboard, it has regular skills, which you can upgrade the levels of them, and you just pay silver for them. And then they have class skills, which you can upgrade, which are class specific skills, and those you actually pay CP for, which is just like points that you get for leveling up your class, or I guess they're called class points. So that's basically it for Eden Eternal here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the overview, and as always, have a nice day.